What the hell is going on here?
Let's answer your question with another question.
Yeah? And what's that?
Wanna see me drink this guy?
What is going on, everybody? Philip here from the Figure Bros, bringing you guys another review. Today we are reviewing the SH Figuarts Cell in his first form. Now, yet this is another figure from SH that has been reissued. I am very excited that they are doing more reissued figures, because if you are someone new like me or Jared getting into Dragon Ball Z, or if you're me, a diehard DBZ fan who wants to expand his or her collection, it's been great to see that SH Figuarts has been reissuing a lot of these base figures and villains. It's been excellent for collectors everywhere. So we will be getting into this review shortly. Now, before we do that, if you guys can do me the really big favor right now, please hit that like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. At the very least, hit that like button for that intro. That took a little bit of time, and I hope you guys have been appreciating and enjoying these little DBZ intros. Dragon Ball Z is my passion. It's one of my favorite all-time animes. It's what got me into anime. So I love that SH Figuarts has been reissuing a lot of figures, because I am missing quite a bit in my collection. Hoping maybe they will reissue some more figures. We'll see if they ever do that. Maybe like some of the Ginyu forces, other stuff like that. Comment down below if you would like to see SH Figuarts ever do that, because they are a little pricey on the aftermarket. So it would be great to see them actually reissue them for that nice MSRP of like 50-60 bucks, rather than paying secondhand for an $80-$90 figure when you know it's not worth that much. Let me know what you guys think about that down below in the comment section. With all that being said, let's go ahead and crack into things, and let's go ahead and take a look at articulation first. All right, here he is, the very disturbing looking Cell. Again, one of my favorite villains. I think my all-time favorite would probably be Kid Buu, but definitely second was Cell, and the Cell saga was just an amazing saga. So I'm really excited to actually crack into this figure. Let's go ahead and take a look at articulation first. So just a quick disclaimer too about this figure. I had to run him under some hot water. I highly recommend you run him under hot water, because the way they built this is like a chest plate here. The neck was very stiff. Trying to swap out his face plates was very difficult, because this head has like a triple peg, and that's how you swap out his face plate. So quick disclaimer, definitely run him under some hot water. I had to in order to actually get him moving correctly, and also if I wanted to swap out his face plate. So just a little FYI, you've been warned on that one. Definitely a recommendation. So looking down with the head, let's go ahead and take a look. He's got double ball peg right here down the neck and here, so he gets some pretty good range motion, which is fantastic. I mean, he can look up really well. We do get, of course, that side to side, because I love that menacing look that you can pull off. You can hear too how stiff it already is still. Still gonna have to probably run him in some hot water later, but works really, really well. Love that. And I like too that it's very like lanky looking, because again, Cell is half Piccolo, so it would make sense, right? So going down to the arms, he can go out about that much. These little pieces, they do move, and they're very soft rubber, kind of like the armor pieces on a Saiyan. So I do like that, or like the armor pieces on like the Ginyu Force and stuff like that. So really good there. They can move out about that much. We do get, of course, the double jointed elbows, which move really well. We also get a nice bicep cut inside here, so that works out pretty well. And we do have I think we have a hinge for the arm. Let's see. Do we? Yeah, we do. Okay, so it can go up and down, which is pretty good. You guys can see it right there on the camera. Moving down to the torso now. For the torso, I'm going to go ahead and move these little wings out of the way, because they just constantly fall off. So we're going to go ahead and now move down to the torso. He gets really, really good range down by the torso area. You guys can see he can look down about that much. He can look back about that much. And again, I'll show you how they did this one. So you pop off the head, and you can see there's just two separate pieces basically. And it's really cool how they built this one, and it works so freaking well. I like that they did this. Again, you can see how the arms move in. You can see too, there's like those little magnets on the inside, so you guys can see the arm can also move out about that much, which is really good. So you get some extra range moving forward and backwards, kind of like that really nice butterfly joint. It works really well. It's well done by SH Figuarts. All right, so now moving down to the legs, he doesn't get a good enough split, and that's because you guys can see right here too, this little cut right here completely stops him from going outwards, but he can kick out about that much, which is pretty good. He can kick back about that much, which is really good. And then we do get the double jointed knee by SH Figuarts, not over engineering it, by the way, so it was really good. Going down to the, he also has a cut here. Yep, so he's got a nice little thigh cut right inside here. And then you guys can see the ankle rocker, pretty good going one direction. It does not go particularly well the other direction. Actually, when you try to go the other direction, that's typically what happens. He pops off the foot. That's going to do it for the articulation part. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the aesthetics or the look and design of the figure. The first thing to note about this figure is all the different shades of green. There are at least 4 different shades of green. You can visibly see it, and I love they put in the detail in there, right? The neck is much lighter green. The biceps, much lighter green. You can see the inside right here, like the Namekian type of skin, only it's blue, and it looks really, really nice. Green, different shades of green here, different shades of green here, different shades of green here, all the way down, even down to his toes. I don't know if the camera will pick it up that well, but you can see that's like the 4th different shade of green. The other thing I really like about this figure too, the design of it, is the feet. They actually, I do wish there were some toe hinges by the feet, but he is well stable. You can pretty much just place him down just like this, and he'll pretty much hold really good. The one thing I don't like about this figure is the wings. The wings are just a nightmare, and I'll show you why. They don't work particularly how they should, and also too, it's a little bit of a design flaw as far as the anime goes. So in the anime, the wings weren't always flapped out like this. They kind of overlap one another, and then when he wants to fly away, he'll kind of use them, right? And we really didn't notice about that. Like, they're more like grasshopper wings. They should overlap each other and make it look like it's one wing with another wing hiding underneath it. And sometimes he would spread them out. He would particularly spread them out when he was absorbing Android 17 and 18, when he uses one of the accessories we'll be seeing here shortly. So I don't like that they did that. Other thing that doesn't work with this is this hard plastic piece right here in the middle. So because of that, when you move his arms or anything else, they happen to just fall off and they get in the way. Plus, if you move them out like this, they'll stay. But if you try to move them out, like try to get them out of the way for like poses, they generally will fall off, and they're not doing it this time. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it was just, some of the poses I was doing. But if you try to attach his tail piece, which is underneath, which I like that I did that, when you try to attach the tail, the wings just happen to fall off. So you have to make sure you get them in the right pose. I would have liked it if they were at least a softer rubber, or if this piece right inside here was a softer rubber, so I can make the wings overlap, because I don't like this generic pose that he has right here with the wings out and everything. That's not typically how Cell looked in the anime at all times. So just a little bit of like a design flaw that isn't my favorite. Also too, with the wings, it becomes harder to pose and just stand still. So there we go. We got him to stay still, but sometimes it's a little bit harder with those wings because they do add that weight to it. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the accessories that he comes with, because he comes with a lot of accessories. So let's go ahead and move them out of the way. First thing I want to show off are the face plates. This is why you have to run them under hot water. See that face plate right there, those pegs? He's triple pegged. So he's got the 2 pegs here plus that one right there. His head cap can come off, but it's very, very hard to get off. So again, just run under some hot water and you'll have better success. Another face plate I love this. Really good opening mouth. Look like him getting hurt or him yelling. Like the expressions that they put with Cell, because again, Cell's very, very menacing, and I think these face plates do it justice for sure. The other accessory that he comes with is his tail. He comes with an actual, like the full length tail, and then you get the piece that he would need to absorb Android 17 and 18, and you can pretty much attach it pretty simply right there. And it does have a little bit of a joint there, so you can move it up and down in different directions. Same thing with this joint up here, so you can get it into some different poses. It works pretty well. The other one you saw in the intro, of course, the most famous one where he sucks and absorbs all the people. Really good. I like that one a lot. Again, joints, they work really well, and I like it too. Again, pretty accurate for Cell. Like that they've thrown that in there and give you the options. The other accessory we get is another head plate, the top part of it. I think it's pretty much the same thing, right? It's pretty much, yeah, they're pretty much the same thing. You pretty much get 2 of the same, so I guess you just get an extra, which is cool. It's not bad. Of course, hands. We get some posable hands, of course, which I really like. We get a set of these hands right here. What you'll notice too about the hands, what we're actually missing? I like these hands because these would be the Kamehameha wave hands, so I do like that we get these. We're missing the special beam cannon. He actually shoots the special beam cannon at Piccolo once, and we don't get a hand for that pose, so kind of a missed opportunity there. And of course, you get the generic fist hands as well. The last thing I want to talk about is price. This figure's MSRP is $74.99, so a little bit on the higher price, and I would actually like to see that price around the $65 range. 60 to 65 I think is a little bit better of a price than 75, because again, we always talk about this, put everything into perspective for you guys so you guys understand where we're coming from. You're not just paying $75 for this figure. What you actually end up paying is $75 plus shipping or taxes. Maybe you get free shipping, so okay, cool. But then you're paying taxes and everything, so you almost come out with like an $80+ figure. I don't think there's $80 worth of stuff here to justify that price tag. Now, if this was, again, a $60, $65 figure and you're paying right around that $69, $70 range, I can see that for this figure. I can see a lot of the accessories here for that price. I still think, you know, that's still a little bit up there. Again, the perfect price should be around $55. That's where this figure really should be, in my opinion. That's the perfect price. But of course, we have to factor in licensing fees and all that other stuff. And I get that. I really do. So just want to go ahead and put that all into perspective for you. Again, $74.99. You guys can comment down below. You think fair or not fair. Now let's go ahead and give a final verdict score for Cell. The final verdict score for Cell, I'm going to give him an 83 out of 100. I think it's pretty good. I think it's definitely a solid figure. Definitely one I'm happy to have in my collection. If you want to see how I broke it all down, you're gonna have to go over to my Instagram channel, FigureBros_official. The link will be down below in the description box. You can see how I broke it all down. But the final verdict score, 83 out of 100, is still a B grade. I think that's exactly where it is. I think, you know, if you were to kind of like sum it up, it would be an 8 out of a 10 figure. Again, the only thing is just a couple of little bit of design flaws, right? Like these wings, I think we could have done a little bit better with these wings, especially I would have liked to see them like overlap like this. I think that would have been really cool. Also too, for articulation, you know, not being able to do like a split with him is a little bit of, you know, underwhelming, or having a toe hinge for the articulation, especially because he has 3 toes. I mean, he is balanced pretty well, so I do like that as long as he doesn't have his wings on him. Also too, for the accessories, we're missing the special beam cannon hand. Really would have liked it if it came with that, because he does do it, and I really would have appreciated them throwing at least one posable hand with his 2 fingers together like this to do it. All in all, I still think this is a pretty good figure, and again, one that I am happy that A, they're reissuing, and B, to have in my collection. So that's going to do it for this review. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, hit that like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Comment down below, agree or disagree with anything I have to say. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next review. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time.